So, I have unfortunate news for you guys.
Couldn't open file.
Unfortunate news. Oh
Yeah.
no!
Fred had a little too much to drink one night,
Oh,
and there was a rain squall, and he slipped and cracked his elbow, shattered it to a million pieces, and now his arm's in a sling. So,
Oh no!
so he is no longer an available PC.
he's still very jovial, and he says he'll be back up and running before you know it, but he'll have to be sitting this adventure out.
Oh, I
Fred
asked your
is
minor
in
wounds
number
on Fred.
14 as well, for what it's worth.
You what?
Fred is in number 14 as well, if you care.
Well, yeah, I counted them as a PC, so.
Okay.
Fred's a true bro. He deserves a break after the carrying of the party he's been doing.
I knew I should have rolled up
Sessions.
a...
Oh, and the other question, treasure room's still 13, yes?
Yes, and that's still locked. It has all the party stores as well as Tarin's personal treasure.
Locked how?
With the key that I originally had for it.
Okay. So, Zook,
Yeah.
you have a passive perception of 18.
Yes.
So, late one night, the night after Fred hurts himself, you hear a noise from across the hall. It sounds like the door closing.
The treasure room?
And it wakes you up. And it was
Yeah, it
very
does.
faint. Like, you're not sure you heard it, but it sounds like the door closed across the hall.
Okay. Well, I step out into the hallway, and what do I see?
Door's closed.
Put my ear against the door.
Man,
Do I hear anything?
roll a perception check. DC 10.
Okay.
Yep.
You hear silence.
Well, okay then. Try the door quietly. Is it locked?
It is not locked.
All right. I want to open the door quietly and see if I can see anyone in there.
Okay, you open the door, you peek in, and you do not see anybody in here.
Okay. I'm gonna actually step into the room and investigate a little bit closer.
Huh?
Oh,
Okay. What do you mean? How are you investigating? I mean, you don't see any. There's no any for people to hide either. I mean, the worst they could do is stand behind the open door, and you peek back there, and there's nobody there.
okay. So there's no like nooks, crannies, piles of treasure for them to hide behind.
I'm assuming you guys have the treasure basically organized, and you've got shelves or boxes.
Yeah,
you've got
there's
chests.
chests for the
I just
gold.
assumed we're Scrooge McDuck in it, and I can go swimming right now.
No, each type of coin is its own chest.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know. That's weird that I thought I heard a door close. Is there anything noticeably missing?
It would take you a long time to do the inventory. You guys have a lot of treasure.
Okay, so there's not like a giant chest missing that I would notice, because I'm sure I've busted over them a few times.
Oh no. All the actual chests. All the actual chests are here.
Okay, so the door was unlocked though.
It was unlocked.
Can I lock the door back without a key?
You cannot.
Okay. Well, I shut the door behind me,
Okay.
and I know the man who has the key, so I'm gonna go speak to the captain.
All right. Tarin.
Yeah, what's the what? What time is it?
First
Sun's
question.
not up.
First question is: did you turn Fila away tonight, or is she in her
No.
bed? Is she in your bed?
Yeah, she would be.
Oh yeah.
Tarin, you are laying in bed, unclothed, and there's a tiny little gnome-sized knock at the door.
I'll grab my pants, put them on, and open the door.
Okay. And Fila murmurs as you get up and out of the bed. And you open the door, and there's Zook.
There's the moon, and what's up, Zook? I'm gonna step out into the deck.
Okay.
Do I notice Fila is in there?
With your perception score,
I'm
I don't
assuming
think you could.
this has been open knowledge by now. Like this
Oh, okay.
is not a hidden thing, unless Tarin specifically has been trying to hide this.
No.
Okay.
Okay. Captain, I heard a noise from the direction of the treasure room, and when I got up, the door was unlocked.
I'll go back to get my sword belt, which has my belt pouch on it, and check to see if the key's still in it.
You still have the key, yes.
All right, I'll put that on and go downstairs and investigate.
And you go downstairs, and
I'm right behind him.
try the door, and sure enough, it is unlocked.
Huh. I'll open up the chests and just make sure that the amount of gold, that they look reasonable. Like, there's nothing obviously missing.
At a glance, the chests look fine, except for the chest holding your platinum pieces. It looks low. You'd have to do a count to find out exactly how much.
Right. I actually didn't have much platinum left on the ship at this point.
Well, you have everything in gold up here. You just have 7,200 in gold. So I'm assuming at least part of that is in platinum.
If you look at my personal sheet, it's divided there.
Oh, well.
Jesus Christ, Destil.
Yeah. So you have 60 pieces of platinum in this chest?
That's my personal gold. I'm sure. Yeah, for the most part, the ship's loot is in gold. But for my personal, I have 60 platinum.
So none of the ship treasure in 13 is in platinum. It's all in gold.
Yes.
Okay. In that case, you can't. It's very difficult to tell if anything is missing, and if so, how much.
It's the middle of the night. I don't really want to deal with it now. I'll lock the door.
You cannot.
And I'll sit.
You try to put the key in the locking mechanism is broken. The key no longer fits the lock.
Well, that's not good. I don't think I have a locksmith on the ship either, except maybe Zook.
No, I break locks. I don't fix them.
Zook, roll me a intelligence check. You can add your thieves' tools proficiency.
All right, it's a 17 plus.
When Tarin goes to lock the door and you notice the key doesn't work, your best guess is that somebody picked the lock using thieves' tools and broke the mechanism.
All right, I tell the captain so much. Based on my expert opinion, someone picked this lock.
And you didn't see anyone in there when you went in?
I heard the door closing. My guess is I heard them closing it behind them as they were leaving, because there's no one in there when I came out.
Huh. I don't know how a thief could have gotten on the ship unless it's one of the crew. Keep an eye out for me and see if you see anyone who looks like they could, use thieves' tools. You know what I'm saying?
There's no way to make that determination by sight. No way at all.
Tarin doesn't know that, though.
There are 30 people on this ship. Any of them could be using thieves' tools.
Make gang signs at them and see which ones.
Actually, hold on. I have the Thieves' Cant ability.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say I start slipping that into conversation.
Wait, you're actually going to make gang signs at them?
Yeah, that's basically what it is.
For now, Zook, do you want to help me bring the chest of gold into my room since the lock at least works there, and we'll try and fix this tomorrow?
I'd love to.
Okay.
But no, I'm not actually going to try to swipe anything at this time. Since my captain's standing right there, and I am pretty loyal to him.
I should hope not.
Alright, so
that'll be I'll just bring the gold and put it in the corner of my room and then go back to bed.
Okay.
Locking the door. Does the lock still work on my room?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah.
My connection hiccup for a second.
Hiccup?
Secret mix of dialogue, jargon, code, yada yada yada. So it's pretty vague, but let's say I start mixing some thieves' cant into my casual conversation.
Okay. It would be very difficult to suss out somebody who owns thieves' tools by doing that.
I know.
But feel free to do it.
I'm just... Sure.
What do you do for the rest of the night? Do you stand watch over the treasure room? Or do you go back to bed?
Oh, you're talking to me or
talking to Zook?
Okay.
Do I stand watch? You know what? Let's say Zook is of a mind that he'll actually throw a bedroll out in front of that treasure room.
Okay.
And we'll just sleep right in front of the door, curled up in a ball.
Okay.
So, for what it's worth, Brick, my read of the treasure is that the only other thing in there would be the corpse of a blue wormling.
Oh yeah, is that still there?
Yeah, it's been preserved, actually.
It's just that in the gold. Like the pepper's going to be in the alchemy lab, and the letter mark will be on the in the captain's quarters.
Okay.
I want to be clear here. If anyone's going to be sleeping on that treasure like a dragon.
All right. And a new day dawns. Khalil.
Oh. Yeah?
After breakfast, you and the rest of the crew eat in the mess. And after you're finished eating, Moss elbows you a little bit.
Okay.
And directs you over to the chapel. And this time of morning, nobody's in here yet. You go in, and he closes the door behind him. He reaches into his breeches, and he pulls out a handful of gold coins. And he looks at you very, concerned. So I think we may be in over our heads, Khalil.
Why do you say that?
I've done a little poking around in their treasury, and they have more gold here than I've ever seen in my life. These are pirates
We're digging
for sure.
around in their treasure room?
And he holds out the gold to you. So I want you to take a look.
I'll look, but I won't touch.
He says, have you ever seen coins of this minting before? And you look at the
No.
coins, and you haven't. And you live in Kiska, and a lot of different coins come through Kiska. But the coins you're looking at, not only have you never seen the minting patterns on any of these, but they don't even match each other. But they look relatively recent. Like, these were minted within the past few years, but... So, Moss puts the coins back in his bag.
I would consider it evidence that in the captain's claim that he is in fact from another world.
Question.
Okay.
I'm on the other ship that we're escorting, right?
Right,
Yeah.
you're basically commanding
Got it.
it.
The Annihilator. Yeah.
Got it.
Oh, are any
Alright,
of the PCs
continue.
over there?
No,
should
but I would
ask.
have assigned like 5 of the sailors, the minimum number to. Is that reasonable to ship?
Oh,
sailor?
yeah, absolutely. No, that ship had a crew of 8, so...
Yeah.
Wait,
Alright.
does that ship have any
As
really
you
nice
were then.
bedrooms?
No, that ship was garbage compared to yours. But yeah,
All right,
Moss,
yeah, we're on that ship.
Moss, what do you suppose it means?
I don't know, but I'd rather not. Get on the crew's bad side. Do not. In fact, I would suggest you go. You come clean about what you did.
He kind of bristles at the suggestion. He says, "I'm sorry, were you put in command over me?"
What was that? What were our orders when we came?
Your orders, because remember you went back to Zahur and told him that you turned the prisoner over to the Flumph rather than brought him in, and Zahur popped his top. Well,
He did.
Zahur came to find out about Gendrid and how Gendrid had hired the Sandcloaks, and so he... this ship was sent out in search of Gendrid to bring him back and face justice for masterminding the death of the princess. And he sent you and Moss aboard. He's another wall walker. He sent the 2 of you aboard to kind of represent Kiska's interests in this. So the 2 of you are equals.
Okay.
But he did break into the treasury and steal gold from the captain.
Okay. I will visibly be annoyed at this because we get it's just him and I out here for like, you know, if anything, you know, what am I trying to say here? He pisses these people off. I'm not going to be able to. I'm not going to. I don't command loyalty. We're not. We are not the law out here, unfortunately.
So, like, sure enough, there is no law out here. As I say, they're pirates.
But at the same time, you don't want to piss them off because you get thrown over the side if they are pirates.
Well, they'll never miss a paltry 30 gold, that's for sure.
Fucking hell.
Fucking pirates don't even carry any platinum.
For a chaotic character, Tarin does a lot of accounting.
Yes.
Roll my eyes at that and just 30 gold. Well, don't make a habit of it.
Alright. And it's smooth sailing from there until the mouth of the river. And the idea is you're going to sail up this river in longboats to the Udox village, correct?
Is there a port anywhere near the river?
There is not.
Like, if it's easier to go overland and there's like actual
No, you would
trade
have...
routes, I would do that.
You would... I mean, I didn't plan for any, so I'm going to say that there's not.
Okay, that's
Which
fine.
is a little strange, because this is one of the few rivers in Kiska, but there is not there's not a city or a village built up.
Yeah, and I'm actually kind
at
of
its
curious
mouth
how
into
the
the ocean.
Udocs get their food to market. So yeah.
Well, they hire caravans
Okay.
to travel overland. That's not a secret at all.
Right, but it seems weird that they wouldn't take it down the river and then
Well,
on a ship.
They might if there was a port
Sorry.
here.
But yeah, I'll put Balin in command of the ship, and I'll bring all the PC types. Plus, I'll ask Tager if he would be kind enough to join us.
He says, row up the river, trek through the desert.
We'll be doing the rowing.
I'm not sure what good I can be.
Come on, it'll be good for you to get off the ship for a while.
This is an order, Captain.
I'll kind of look over at I'll telepathy Orphan. Should I just? Do you think if I order him, he'd get pissed off?
Let me try. Said, Traeger, I think that you'll be fantastically useful. I mean, we're going to a plantation.
And you see the color drain out of his face. And he looks back to Tarin, and he kind of like puffs out his chest a little bit. Tries to kind of make himself look a little larger than he is. So you mean to sell me after all?
God, no. I need an expert on farming. I don't know a damn thing about farming. My family's all been like, running cities and stuff.
Roll persuasion.
I'm actually good at that one.
DC 15.
No, we're not going to leave you at the farm.
We're not going to sell you into slavery. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
That'd be like a 27 or something.
Okay. And
yeah, 26.
He looks skeptical at first, but he seems appeased at the suggestion that he doesn't know what kind of dealings you have at this particular farm, and he's not sure how helpful he can be with this type of farming that's done in an arid climate. But if his expertise is needed, he's happy to help if he can. But tells you my legs and my back aren't what they used to be. I'm not any good in a fight.
No, I'm not worried. I mean, we're not gonna if a fight happens, just stay down, keep your head down. So I'll bring the player characters, Traeger, and what was the other wall walker's name?
Haas.
Because I don't trust those two, I'll bring them with me. I'll put Balin in command of the ship, and I'll lock the door to the captain's room with the treasure in it.
Okay.
And I'll tell Balin that he can expect me to check in every now and then, and I'll just kind of point to my head.
Eldove, have you been using your sending stone to touch base with Humbirth? Okay.
Yeah, we haven't gotten any information back, right?
I mean,
there was something we were waiting for.
Your Waka has been translating the book.
Right. So yeah, I've just been sending any information there, but not like...
Okay. Well, then in this case, you've been also receiving updates from him about their voyage across the sea back to Dunfoss, etc.
Alright.
So you all pile into this longboat, start heading up the river. And the river... It's not much of a river. It's narrow, it's shallow. It's probably why...
That might be why they don't transport goods on this river.
Exactly. It's kind of... At some points, you're pulling yourself across rather than rowing.
Right.
It's not a mighty river, to be sure.
There's probably places we have to take the boat out and carry it.
Not quite that shallow. It's not quite that bad.
A shitty river.
And
this is the worst river.
It doesn't. It probably does dry up at some points in the year, but there's something very unnatural about it because it doesn't make any sense. You don't know of any major sources of water inland in Romneus. There are no mountains to speak of. There wouldn't be a floodplain or anything of this nature. So just the fact that there's a river at all is kind of strange.
Do we ever see any tributaries or inlets?
No, actually. Nothing joins or breaks off of it. It is just one kind of meandering river through the scrubland. And it's not like the sand-swept dunes like it was around Kiska. Because there is a river here, it's a little greener. It's more of scrubland than straight-up desert.
I'm kind of picturing the area where I work. There's a lot of mounds with mesquite bushes and stuff like that. Kind of
right, but fewer cowboy hats.
Yeah,
it sounds like all of Tucson.
Wait, fewer cowboy hats, but is there at least one cowboy hat?
No, there are 0 cowboy hats.
Damn,
why are we
none
even
at
here?
all. So let me get my next map out here.
Mapola.
And I'm gonna have to spawn in some rocks if you guys will bear with me.
Rocks.
Rock on.
Onto the ship. We getting catapult.
That'd be awesome.
Eldove, we don't need catapults. We have you and me.
That's true.
You have to use your imagination with this map. It looks like there's trees on it.
But
there are no
there's not.
trees. There are...
Okay.
It's scrub, brush. These are all walkable squares.
Okay. Or which side are we coming from? The McDohl side or the
You
Nich
are
side?
coming from this side.
Okay, the Nich side.
And go ahead and put the longboat like here-ish.
Okay.
And let me open up my next...
Where did Marth go? There he is. He blends in, like his cape blends in with the
Oh God.
Where are the oars? Because I'm not rowing.
Tarin's rowing. He'll be near the middle then.
How did I just get launched?
Just that good. Oh, that's not what I
smacking
want.
each other.
I have
yeah,
to
and I'll
organize my
obviously
directives.
invited, what's his name?
Trigger.
Alec?
Eric. Well, I assume,
Trigger.
because you said all the
Yeah,
PCs.
yeah. All
so...
yeah, exactly.
Oh, you did.
I'll put
Okay.
Swint in command of his ship while we're out.
Okay.
We may need to proselytize to the village, so.
Well, we don't have Fred, so we need his support.
That's true.
Where did I save this image?
I'm pretty sure I never spec'd out of one thing, so if we do need to proselytize, I can at least give a friendly buff.
Ah, there we go. Okay.
Is that the same buff that made us not read the scroll properly?
Hey, listen, we got 2 rolls on that, and Brick fucked them both up.
Hey, Fred's really feeling bad about that. We shouldn't bring it up.
Yeah,
Fred's not
kind
here.
Fred's kind of upset. You guys really made Fred angry. So, we go here. There is a rock. And you see these strange rocks as you're poling your way up this river. And I hope they're landing in the right spot. I think they look pretty right to me.
Those are some strange-looking rocks.
I'll describe the rocks in more detail here in a moment after I get these placed where I need them.
Bulbous.
The over-under on these being golems.
Oh no, Brick's making good on his threat.
Okay. Yeah, you're encountering these strange rocks, and you see them only on this side of the river. And they, for lack of a better term, they look about 9 feet in diameter, give or take. And they're all the same pale shade of yellow. They're made of sandstone. And for lack of a better term, they look like they've been folded. Like the rocks at one point were like flat or elongated, and they were kind of folded over in half and then rolled into these positions. And this is the first time you've seen 1 or 2 as you're pulling your way up, and you come across this particular outcropping, and there's many of them all at once. It doesn't look like the stones are jutting up out of the scrub brush. It looks like I said, they were rolled into this position and set here. Who has a passive perception of less than 13?
Mine's 11.
Mine's 11.
Mine is 18.
Mine's 12.
So
Mine's
just
16.
Khalil, Zook, and Arik, you all pass, correct?
Yeah.
Everybody else needs to roll initiative, and I need to get my dice.
Everyone
else, like the people who don't.
No,
have perception?
everybody can roll initiative, but those of you who are surprised do not act on the first round. So if your passive perception is not at least 13, you do not act on the first round.
Okay.
Sorry about the phone ringing in the background.
All the PCs are on the ship. Let me go ahead. You brought Haas with you, right?
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Yes. And Traeger.
And Traeger. Traeger is green, and Haas is red. And you were all in this longboat.
Probably need to unpin them from the.
I mean, I guess that depends where they end up moving to, I suppose. Khalil, Zook,
What's up?
and Arik, and
Yes.
Haas, actually. You guys see them first. Some sort of creature, as you're pulling up the river here, dart from out behind these rocks, armed with longbows. Everybody needs to roll initiative. Nice. That was friggin' great. Oh, I got to roll 3 times, actually. My goodness. Alright, Khalil, initiative.
16.
16, because he's a cheater. Arik.
3.
Because he doesn't know how to cheat. Zook.
And he has no initiative
10.
bonus.
10. And Tarin.
Tarin acts at 10 as well. Zook will act first, I think, because he has higher dex.
Yeah. And Orphan.
24.
24.
Yep, I wasted my 20 on the initiative roll.
It's a good place to spend
Good
it.
to do that in
And-
your hit point rolls.
Who's the other guy? Who did I miss?
Eldove
Eldove.
at 19.
19.
Again, another cheater.
No, I didn't cheat. I'm just really lucky.
All right. Yeah, very quickly. The 3 of you who are not surprised. Wait, hold on. Did I? I didn't type Eldove's name. Eldove.
I just really like the idea that, like, I'm just like, oh, I'm ready, but I'm not actually ready.
No, you won't. You won't. Orphan doesn't act. Eldove does not act. Khalil, you see gnolls dart out from behind these rocks, and they're armed with bows. And it looks like they're about to rain arrows down upon you. They are armed with gnoll longbows, and you have an action, but you're probably too far away to rush in.
I'll let the others know. Hey, we got incoming to the right. They're not friendlies, because I'm pretty sure, working as a wall walker, I've seen these assholes before. What they're capable of.
Yeah, you're actually familiar with gnoll raiders. They are a pain in the ass from all over the place. But you see one there popped out. You see one here popped out. One here. Next to him. Another one here. And one more popped out here.
Holy crap!
They're armed with longbows, and they are about to rain death down on top of you.
About to bow this one then.
All right,
longbow.
let's hear it.
Nope.
No hit.
No, yeah, my arrow clatters off one of the rocks.
And it does. The adder just fire your arrow and it just clatters off the rock. I mean, you're not surprised. You saw them dart out, but getting the shot off that quickly was just more than you could bear. Zook, you see the same thing. Actually, he needs to be here. That's better.
And obviously, I
Hi,
would
kitty.
have called out to the other. I did call out to these other guys, let them know that we got guys off to the right.
Yeah, that's fine.
And these are guys are they are clearly hostile. There's no talking to these guys.
Oh,
Yeah,
they're
they're
gnolls, and you're from the forest.
Yeah, what do I know about gnolls?
These
'Cause
are
I don't actually
different-
out of character know much about gnolls.
These are a different kind of gnolls that you're used to, but picture humanoid hyena monsters. They are raiders. They kill, they pillage, they form small packs. You're familiar with the forest version, back where you're from, and the good peoples of the forests exterminate them on sight. For exactly that reason. There's no negotiating with them. Nobody speaks their language. They don't have any kind of culture to speak of. And it does look like they're going to shoot you.
Wow.
Alright. 1, 2, 3. I think from here I still have a clean shot to this guy.
Okay, which one?
This guy?
Tab him. Yes, yeah. No, I mean, you have a clear shot on everybody. Everybody, they all popped out to fire with their bow, but
Right.
you got
Well, I'm
initiative
gonna
on them.
I'm gonna take a shot at this guy.
Do it.
Did much better at it than
21.
That definitely hits. Let's go ahead and roll some damage for him.
Ooh, nice. So that'll be 6 plus. What is my bonuses now? Short bow. 6 plus 3 plus 1. So that's 10.
10 damage. And Tab, which one you hit again?
This guy here, because it looked like I had the best shot at him.
Okay. And you pop up out of the long boat with your bow. launch an arrow, and a split second after Khalil's arrow clatters off the rock, you see the gnolls duck back the other direction, anticipating more fire, and you catch the guy right in the chest, and he lets out this squeal of pain.
And I'm gonna take my bonus action to disengage and run behind this rock. So hopefully I'm out of there.
I mean, you can take your full move. You don't have to disengage. You're not in melee.
Yeah, disengage is only for melee.
Well, same thing.
The water counts as difficult terrain, but unless you have swim movement, the water counts as difficult terrain. And I don't think anybody in this group has swim movement.
Nope.
But I mean, you can hop from the boat directly onto the shore. It's only if you're going to go slogging through the water. So go ahead and move yourself wherever you want.
That's kind of where I went. It's like right onto the edge of the water.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Is Zook here? Where is Zook?
Oh, I see him by the rock.
Gotcha. Okay.
Oops, not there. Over here. Yeah.
Tab.
Trying to get out of line of sight.
And
the line tool is really weird.
You hear
a little bit
from behind one of the rocks. It's impossible to tell which, because the gnolls, they're starting to whoop and holler and make noise, and you hear these like barking, yipping sounds. And behind one of the rocks, you hear a similar sound, but it sounds more throaty, more growly, and it sounds like words. None of you speak Gnoll, but you hear it sounds more like a word. So, this one here takes a shot. And how many people do we have? Can't hit Zook, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's fine. Eldove.
Yo.
I'm sorry, but you got to take some damage. It's something I don't like.
Roll?
What's that?
What did it roll?
It rolled an 18. Your AC is not 18.
I cast shield.
As a reaction?
It's a when I get targeted by a attack.
But it says,
it raises my AC by... Yeah, it's a reaction.
Okay, that's fine. Actually, it's not, because you're surprised this round. You can't use a reaction.
Really?
Yep.
Damn.
You can't do anything the first round of combat. If you're surprised. So
that's a bummer.
You take an arrow to the knee.
This is literally the first time my AC has been targeted, and I could have used shield. It's a real bummer for me.
8 damage as this crudely crafted Gnoll arrow comes flying from behind the rock and lodges itself in your leg. And you're like, pain! This is what pain feels like! And, Arik, you were not surprised, correct?
Correct.
Yes, you can take an action.
Okay. I'm going... Alright, I'm going to move. Move first. What,
Lucas Mini is amazing.
Are we counting as getting off of the boat as any sort of bonus movement?
No, you're fine.
Okay.
Just 5 feet per square is standard.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And you can move diagonally as 5 feet.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And I'm going to cast Fog Cloud.
Fog Cloud, okay.
You create a 20-foot radius sphere of fog centered on a point within range. The sphere spreads around corners, and its area is heavily obscured. It lasts for the duration or until a wind of moderate or greater speed, at least 10 miles per hour, disperses it.
And that requires
it doesn't say what
concentration?
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't say what it mechanically does, but I'm assuming...
anybody in the radius is blinded.
Well, the obscured also means that they'd have disadvantage on hitting us.
Right, because anybody... When you guys fought the Sahagin... That one mission, that's what it was fog clouds. That's why everybody was blinded. Okay. So go ahead and tab the square you want to center it.
Do you center on a square or a grid intersection?
On a square.
How do I tap? There's
the tab key.
Just hit the tab.
It is a tab key.
You're gonna center it here.
Center it there.
Wait, no, there.
Here?
Yeah, and then it's 15 or 20. Sorry.
Okay, that'll blind you and probably your companions, but it won't blind the gnolls. They'll have disadvantage hitting you, but they'll still be able to see. Is that okay?
I think it's just to give everyone else cover.
Will it hit the companions? Yeah. My whole point of casting it was that it protects them. Okay. And it lets them get around the fog and hide behind the rocks.
Okay. No, I'm fine with that. So you're centering it here. So 5, 10, 15, 20. So it gets this. 15, 20 here.
Hi, kitty.
Here.
Come here.
And here. So it's like a circle like this.
Okay.
Big ass fog cloud. So
that's pretty good.
Boom. And this obscures all line of sight for the gnolls. Anybody standing inside this cloud is blind.
Right.
Okay. And I'm also going to rule that you can't see through it.
Ow!
It's fine.
Okay.
So if you're on the boat right now, you can't just see through it to the gnolls.
And just remember to go into your character sheet and mark down the spell slot that you used for that.
Oh, right. But my whole point of casting is that it allows the people in the boat to get to cover.
No, that was
and they already
good
have
move.
part covered.
Yeah, that's a very good call.
Gnolls are going to attack now, and they get to attack with disadvantage, except maybe one of these guys. Let me check. Can they? No, they cannot. Okay, so yeah, they all attack with disadvantage. First, we need to see who they're targeting. So I need 6d8. Sweet. Arik. What's your AC, Arik? Arik, what's your AC?
My AC is 18.
Is 18, so that misses. Orphan, what's your AC? That's gonna miss. Yeah,
it's 14.
14, so that misses. Tarin, none rolled a 1, so that definitely misses. Haas gets hit. And Traeger gets hit.
Oh, that's not good.
So, all of these gnolls, like, arrows just come whistling out from behind the rocks. You guys can't see them, but you see where a few of them fly through the fog and part through this cloud. Most of them hit the river or the side of the boat. But Haas catches one, and he tries to parry it, but it tears open a gash in his arm. Traeger catches two. Thunk, thunk, right in the chests.
Really?
Ooh.
I rolled 2 7s, and Traeger immediately falls over backwards and splashes into the river. And
good.
As soon as they fire, not that any of you know this because you can't see, but they all duck back behind the rocks.
Nice, good deed.
Hey, let's bring the old man with no skills or class levels on our adventure. Okay, Traeger's not dead. He's unconscious.
To a farm.
He's gonna start making death saves. But now we are at Orphan, and we are out of surprise. Orphan, you can act.
All right, so I pull Traeger out of the river, and I'm gonna try to stabilize him.
Okay, where are you gonna move him to?
Into the longboat, lying down.
There's not enough space in Longboat to lay him down unless everybody else climbs. Well, I guess there would be. Yeah, you're fine with that. You're fine. We can move him up here.
Yeah, he's the green one, right? Okay.
Go ahead and make it. Roll a d20. You just got to get 11 or better.
Okay. Do I get a medicine bonus on this?
Yeah.
Do I add medicine proficiency to this?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. I think that...
Lucas cock-blocked you.
Lucas is like, nope! Don't even think so. He's like, PK cockblock.
PK cockblock? Yes.
Yeah, roll that again. That's fine.
Okay.
Maybe roll away from Lucas this time? Cause...
Yeah, I'll roll over here. Alright, that'll do it.
And, I mean, you managed to... So you don't want to pull the arrows out. You don't want to do any more damage, but you managed to like put pressure down. His breathing seems stable. He's not going to have to make death saves now, provided he doesn't get hit with more arrows.
Alright.
Eldove.
So once he's stabilized, I'm going to use my move to go and join Zook over here.
Do you have enough movement to get that far?
Yeah, I've got 45 movement.
Okay, because you used 10 to get him, 10 to get back. You can use.
Oh, okay. So, he's using. Yeah, I don't have enough movement to get that far.
You still have 30. If you can move forward, you still have 30 left.
Okay. The fog cover still active?
Yes, that's going to be active.
Fog cover's active.
Probably for the whole encounter. It says it lasts for 1 minute, so probably the whole encounter.
I'll move over here to the edge of the fog, where they won't be targeting.
Okay, Khalil.
Yo.
You have an action.
Yep. What I'm gonna probably end up doing.
Wait,
is...
no, he doesn't.
I'm skipping you because I forgot that you were here. Wait, I thought you were in the boat holding your knee crying like a little bitch.
Yeah, that takes an action.
No, I'm sorry.
I got burned by a dragon. This arrow shit.
That didn't target AC though. Totally different.
That was a reflex save. So even though I can't see them, I saw them before, right? So I could still like target a fireball like in this general area.
You can put a fireball wherever you want, but you have no idea where they are. You did not. I mean, you saw the fog go up, and you didn't see any of them duck behind the rocks. As far as you know, they're standing there. They ran away.
They're right over here.
So you can go ahead and put a fireball wherever you want.
All right, I'm gonna head over into here.
Okay.
And plop down a fireball. Right. Let me read the spell real quick.
20-foot radius.
Yeah, 20 foot radius.
radius.
Is it in a position you can see though?
Oh.
Because if it is, you can't fire it from the fog.
It just says a place you choose.
Okay.
I don't think I'm targeting a specific spot.
No, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure it didn't say a place you can see, because you can't see anything but fog right now.
Okay.
This is exactly like the Sahagin fight. You're standing in exactly the same kind of mist right now. Which means Arik is a Sahagin.
No!
Established.
You've ruined the surprise.
It's canon now.
Yep.
I'm gonna drop a fireball right there.
I'm sorry.
So I just
again?
roll once. Oh, sorry. I just roll once for range, right? Or for damage, and then
Yeah, just roll once for damage. And what kind of save do they get to make?
they get to make a Dex, I believe. Yeah, Dex.
Dex. DC what?
DC. I think it's 16.
Okay, pass, fail, fail. So go ahead and roll damage. 2 of them will take half damage.
All right.
That's a lot of damage. At least you got enough D6s there.
Almost. All right, so 2, 3, so that's 5, 8, 13, 17, 19, 21, 24, plus 5 is 29.
29? Okay. So you rear back and you throw this fireball at the point where you remember the gnolls to have been standing. Okay. And you hear the explosion of the fireball. And, I mean, you hear the cries of the gnolls. At least a few of them were caught in the flames, but you're not sure how many or how badly they were injured. Khalil.
Alright. I'm going to take my entire turn.
Okay.
Go take cover behind this rock where Zook is.
Take cover with Zook.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
Zook.
Alright. Gonna come. Hop out. Here.
Okay.
This guy.
You can see this guy from here. These rocks actually take up the full 15-foot square. You can see this guy. You cannot see this guy.
That's fine. That's the guy I want to shoot.
Cool.
That's the guy I shot before, right?
It is not.
Oh.
Does not have an arrow sticking
Well,
out.
it doesn't matter. He's the guy I can see, so he's the guy I'm shooting at.
That is the guy you're shooting at, yes. Make it work. Let me make sure you can't see anything else from there, actually. Oh, you know what?
Oh.
Hold on. Hold on that roll. Don't
Blow that roll.
belay that! You can actually see something else from where you are now.
Boom.
Whoa. Whoa.
You can see one of the hyenas way back here. And the ones you can see are armed with spears. With copper tips. But looking back here, you see what looks like the pack leader. And he is holding a large glaive. A very mean-looking silvered glaive. And he's barking orders out in all directions. And you see him there, and you also see... Where did that other one go that I've spawned in?
Right here in the middle.
Right there.
Wait, was that the right guy? That's not the, that's the wrong guy. That's the wrong guy entirely. You don't see that motherfucker.
You spawned this rock too.
Which rock? Oh.
Yeah, this rock,
that rock wasn't there before.
Fuck that rock. That's the worst rock.
Alright, I may change my movement plans based on what I can see once I duck my head out of here.
Wait,
I guess.
okay, I accidentally saved the wrong thing as a rock. Oh, here he is. I got him. We got him. We're fine. Oh, you know what happened was when I highlighted the little dog thing, I highlighted a rock as well. Whoops. No, Zook, you can see they have hyenas, and you can see 2 of them from where you're at here, and it looks like they're poised, like they're ready to dart out and attack.
Oh, Jesus.
And you see 2 of them from your position here.
Okay. Fair enough. Well, where was I? I started over here, so that's 1, 2, 3.
I had to zoom in on Snake Butt. That had to happen.
Alright, so
from this position, you can see this knoll, these 2 hyenas, and you know this guy is here, but you don't have line of sight to him.
yeah, I don't think there's a place for me to get a good line of sight from here. So anyhow, I'm gonna take a shot at this guy still.
Okay. Roll it.
Oh, I think I rolled successfully before you changed it. That's only an you know what?
Oh, are we gonna lucky? Is it lucky to have it? Do we really want to waste lucky on gnolls?
It's a little early for lucky. So when I step out here and I see this, I holler behind me. I take my shot unsuccessfully, and at the same time I holler behind me at Khalil to relay hyenas, leader in the rear, and then I take the rest of my movement to get behind this rock.
And when you holler that and you start to dart away, the gnolls and the dogs both snap over and watch you move.
Oh yeah, no, I was sure they'd hear me, but
Tarin.
So Tarin is going to jump from the longboat to the shore. 5. Oh, I had the line tool still. 20, 25, 30. And then I have so many zones of suck to choose from. Let's go with Evard's Black Tentacles.
Oh.
So it's a 20-foot cube centered roughly here-ish.
Do you have to be able to see the target?
It's the same as Fireball.
Okay. So
Just
you're
lobbing-
centering we're here?
Yes.
And it's 20-foot cube?
Oh, no. Sorry, here.
Is that...
That's the center of the cube.
Okay. You don't know there are any creatures here, though. Are you just guessing? Or
Yeah, this was just... I was going to go with the area that looked like it would block off the most movement between rocks. I was going to target that area even before the hyenas came up.
So you want to do something like this. Yes?
Is that 4 squares on the side?
It is, I just can't draw through the rocks.
Yeah, that's cool.
Alright. And, I mean, you don't see it happen, but you hear whatever is supposed to happen. Like, what kind of decks do they need to make?
When a creature enters the area for the first time or starts its turn there, the creature must succeed in a dex saving throw or take 3d6 bludgeoning damage and be restrained by the tentacles until the spell ends.
Gotcha.
A creature that starts its turn and is already restrained takes 3d6 bludgeoning.
Gotcha.
A creature restrained can use its action to make a strength or dex choice. Strength or dex, its choice against the save DC. DC on that is 15.
Keep dropping from tabletop.
So yeah, you whip out the
swarming
tentacles.
mass of otherworldly black tentacles coalesces between those rocks and starts grappling anything within it.
Zook, from your position, you can see a few of these tentacles lashing out from the side of the rock over here.
Am I at all surprised by black tentacles spewing from nowhere at this point?
You were at one point, but not anymore.
It's just
I'm glad I'm in a fog cloud.
Part of the day.
Well, and considering I just got all those guys' attention, I am very, very grateful.
Arik.
Yep.
What's the plan, boyo?
I'm next?
Oh, yeah.
You
I
are.
thought the Null Boss was next. Alright.
You don't know what the Null Boss did.
Okay, cool.
Do I know what the Null Boss did?
No, because you no longer have line of sight on. You're behind a rock. You did when you were here, and you could see him, but now you cannot see him. I mean, you still hear the barking and the yipping. There's a lot of noise coming up out of these gnolls, but... Unless you speak Gnoll, I'm not giving you any more than that.
I just ruined Nick's life earlier.
Yes. And you heard it too, right?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. There's a lot of noise coming out of those gnomes.
Oh my god, you people.
I don't get it.
I don't get it either. I don't want to get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, neither do I. 5E question.
What's
can
your
I use my... instead of attacking, can I use it to move again?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's called dash action. You can...
Okay.
Yeah, you take the dash action, you can move you up to your movement again.
Khalil took the dash action to get behind this this rock from there.
Can I make that 1, 2, 4, 5, 6? Yeah, I can do that. Right. Boom.
Okay. Alright, and they have to make a dex save if they start their turn inside the tentacles?
DC 15.
DC 15, and they both pass. But they don't take any damage if they make that save and move away, correct?
Yes.
That's correct? They don't take any damage?
Yes, that is correct. Nothing
Okay.
will happen if they make the save and get out of the area. They'll have to make the save again if they try and re-enter. Anything that enters the area has to make the save immediately.
Including player characters?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, don't move into that area. Now, you see... I mean, you see the writhing mass of tentacles kind of poking out behind the rock, and then suddenly two of these hyena dogs come dashing out. And it looks like they're looking for something. And one of them circles around here and finds the gnome. And the other one sees you. Meanwhile, back at the ranch...
The Hall of Justice.
Oberk is spawning more hyenas.
Yep.
Seems fine.
So, Zook and Arik, from your position at these rocks, when you can peek around, I mean, you two see the two hyenas darting out of the tentacle mass, and you also see more darting towards the fog cloud. And they're both going to attack, if you don't mind.
I mind.
Arik, he hits AC 17.
I have 18.
Okay, and Zook, he hits AC 17.
That will hit.
Arik, this hyena jumps at you and snaps at you, but you're wearing heavy armor, right?
Yep.
Like, it gets its teeth around your mail a little bit on your arm, but you're pretty solid. Zook, meanwhile, you're wearing, what, a ballerina gown, something like that?
Yep.
Studded armor. Thank you very much.
You take 5 damage.
So fetish you, okay.
I'm sorry. How much?
5 damage. As this
Let's
hyena...
Make that 2.
Okay, 2 damage. Hyena lunges at you and tries to take a bite out, but you're pretty nimble, you know.